Yo, yo, yo. Tier 2 time. So, got around to tier number 2. And we are in the wonderful country of Bahrain. I murdered that pronunciation, but let's forget about that. It's qualifying time. And let me get the chat up so I can actually see what people are saying. Someone's already out on the track. That's an RB. This will be pretty interesting with the new. I need to up my volume. How's the volume of the car? It's pretty quiet actually. Is that better? With the car volume. F1 Legends in the chat. But we got a couple cars on the outlaps. Goodall, Lychee, Wogjet, Izzy Fizzy, Hangaram, Leclerc, Zoo, Plugger, and Edge and Nigel all out on the track, and more cars exiting the pit lane, but all right on board with Edge for the first lap of this qualifying session. Up to 8th gear, opening DRS, and you brake around just before the 100 meters mark. He brakes about 150, get turned in, avoid the inside curve, and then get into turn 2, careful not to invalidate, and then the run down towards turn 4. Braking about 100 meters again on the curve, using up all the track, flick it into the right, don't invalidate on the left, which he hasn't, and then this is almost flat, he takes it with downshift. And those curbs you can really use in this year's game. And then into the hairpin, second gear, get power down. Let's go Red Bull, Cracky, and Zoo now into the tricky turn 10, yes. See if Red Bull can do anything to stop the Mercedes with $2 win last week, but in towards the end of the second sector for Edge, he's still got a valid lap in, so this does look like a very solid banker run. Obviously purple in Sector 2 because he's the only one who's actually gone through Sector 2 on his lap. Let's see what the first time is. I haven't done many races around Bahrain, so I don't know what a good time in qualifying is. It's going to be a 30.2, and then there's a Mercedes right behind him of... that's... Aardvark. No, that is Plugger on finishing a lap. Is he invalid? Yes, he is. He goes to the top with 28.7. Lychee now goes to the top with a 28.0. Combo Ollie, no, Tudor Gaming is finishing a lap. Let's go to him. Across the line, 28.7, and there's a Red Bull as well. Leclerc goes up to P2 with 28.4. There's an Alpine there. Wogjet, where can he put his car? Up to P5. Mercedes, McLaren Nigel goes up to P5. There's a Sauber as well. Hangaram starting a lap. There's a Ferrari. Of Izzy Fizzy does a 56.9, but he made a mistake. There's a Haas car. That is the Zoo. Watch this Haas car. There's a Ferrari of Lime Soda, but he's starting a lap. So let's see where Gerard Bot can go. 29.4 just behind his teammate. There's an RB, Cooper the Bot. He goes P3. The Williams finishing a lap 2. Now, this Williams is incredibly fast, but he only goes to P6. There's also a Red Bull finishing a lap. Grizz, he's pitting. There's an RB of Edge. He's starting another lap. And let's see the gap. Those are the gaps to leader. There's an Aston Martin starting a lap. Let's finish the rest, or let's stay on board with lime soda for the rest of his lap. See where he can jump to. Oh, 6.8 in the millisecond. He's flicking the steering wheel a bit too much. So that'll be wearing out his front tires a little bit, but it's a fast tactic to use on this year's game. Right, up to the line. Where will this put the Ferrari driver? P8 for the Ferrari lad. Jerobot, he's not on a lap. Zoo's not on a lap. Edge is invalidated. Izzy Fizzy isn't. Combo Ollie's on a lap. So is Aardvark, but we'll watch. Dunn goes up to P3 with a much better lap at 28.475. But so far, 4/10 on pole for the Sauber driver. That's impressive for a first flying lap. Now, where can Combo Ollie go? Up to P12, that's an improvement. Aardvark has invalidated. So the next one over the line will be Hangram, but he's also invalidated. Lime Soda is not on a lap. Izzy Fizzy, is he on a lap? No. So, no one really on a lap at the moment. Jerobot's invalidated. Grizz isn't on a lap. And Combo Ollie isn't on a lap. So, nobody on a lap currently. Hangram coming into the pits. Ollie saving the battery. Now, does Izzy Fizzy go for another run or does he box? He's going for another run on this third lap on these tyres. So the tyres will be getting a bit worn out. But nonetheless, he goes for another run as he hasn't set a decent banker. See if he's improving by much. He's up by 2/10. Mr. Valtteri Bottas's number. He also got Grizz on a lap. Oh, I don't think you're allowed to park there. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. He'll have to come back into the pits, change his wing and tyres, and go again. But we got just over 9 minutes remaining in the session. Grizz goes fastest in Sector 1, but that might be a false Sector 1. We'll have to see at the end of the lap if he can keep that purple sector alive through the last two sectors. I think I said sector about 6 times in that sentence. Obviously using the battery all the way down this back straight. Coming to the end of Sector 2, what does his Sector 2 look like? 6.4, so it's not quite purple in Sector 2, but it could make up time in the third sector still. Up to the line, where does he go? P2 with a 28.2. So, Perks is just starting a lap. Wogjet is a 10th down on his lap, so he's actually half a second up. So this could put him up to P12. 2-place improvement from where he is currently. Apologies about that. Paddles on the back of my controller makes it very hard, but Logjet up to P13, and there's Hangram starting a lap. Zoo is a 10th up. What about other drivers up the front? Lockie is 2 tenths up. This could be even better for the Sauber driver. And he goes to the top with 27.7. That is fast. Now that Garabot is starting a lap, there's a Mercedes who isn't starting a lap. Two-door gaming goes up to P5 with a 28.4. Anyone at the end of a lap? Don't think so. Can't park there either. Zoo's up just. He goes to P8 with a 28.8. Any other drivers in the final sector? Not that I can see. I think someone just moved up, but I didn't see who. I think that was Nigel. Yep, Nigel. Leclerc is up. I think that might be Kahoot. I'm not sure though. Oh, Plugger up to P2 with a 28.1. That's who improved. That's a pretty good lap there from the Aston driver. RB finishing a lap. That's Cooper the Bot. He goes to P3 with 28.2 flat. Who's that driver we were watching? Might have been Leclerc. So he's finishing a lap. I think Two-Door Gaming is entering the pits. So 27.8 for Leclerc up to P2 and to the front row. Zoo is not on a lap. Gerard Watt is not on a lap. There's a Williams there. I think that's Perked. He's not on a lap. About Aardvark, I think he's on a lap. So this would be a run to the line, and this would be his banker lap time. Dumping the entire battery up to P10. So that's a pretty good lap there from the Aston driver to get himself up to the top 10. Combo Ollie, can he improve? Yes, he can. He moves up 3 spots up to P13. There's a RB driver as well. He's pulling into the pits. There's not RB driver at the top of the track. He might be entering the pits. I'm not sure. Using up the battery and invalidating his lap time. So he'll be pitting. So this is about a time where no one really sets lap times, but Zukazoo is on a run currently. In the sector, which split his almost 2.5 tenths up. So this will put him. This won't be an improvement potentially. This will put him on a 28.6. It could still improve, but I think he's abandoning. Yep, he's abandoning. He wants to go for another run. The player's pitting. What about Perks? He's on a lap. Perks can go P10, knocking Aardvark down out of the top 10, but Aardvark can pit and go for another run. Combo Ollie is warming up for a lap. So no, he's pinning actually, so no one currently on a lap. Everyone's starting to go out for the last run. 3 minutes remaining in this session for round 2. I wish they actually put timing splits up the top of the screen. So if you miss the first you miss the first sector, you are able to tell if they're improving or not. Ram's warming up for a lap. Perks is also warming up for a lap, I presume. Now this is when everyone starts coming out of the pit lane. Don't know if that's legal. I do not know if that's legal at all. This is going to be pretty poor timing for Hangram because it's going to be entering traffic. Let's see if anyone does a naughty and gets in the way. So far, everyone moved out of the way. And it's doing pretty well to avoid Hangram. Three-tenths down though. He must have lost a lot of time because he got distracted. So his lap will be done. Jerabot's up 3/10. This will move him up a spot. Can the Haas driver move up any places? He can up to P10. And his teammate is on an out lap. Gun has invalidated, so I don't know if they're going to get another run. Zoo's starting a lap. There's a Sauber. Let's hang around, moving out of the way. Right, so this is the last lap for everyone. Oh, Leclerc's got a 5th place. And it's like 2019 Monza all over again. People are going to struggle to get to the line here. Is Perks going to even make it to the line? No, he's not. He's on an out lap. It's an Alpine. That's Wogja, I think. No, it's not. That was done. Had a couple seconds left to cross the line. So, first one across the line will be Zoo. But he's slightly down. He's 2/10 up in the middle sector. So this could be improvement for Haas. Where does Zoo put his car? He's not got much ERS to play with. He might run out to the line. He doesn't improve. There's a Williams. No, that's Cooper the Bot, I think. No, it's not. It's Perks. He's done. There's a Ferrari. That's Izzy Fizzy. He's done. Wogjet moves up. Hangram. No, that's Lockie. He doesn't improve. What about Plugger? He improves up to P2. That's an amazing lap there for Plugger. What about Two-Door Gaming? He was the winner in round 1 in Australia. Can he move up? Yes, he can, up to P6. There's a Red Bull. Have a look, combo Ollie up to P11. I'm missing a lot of times here. Nigel improves up to P7. Aardvark does not improve. I think that was done that went up to P2. Yeah, that's done up to P2. So Lime Soda and Angram are done. And that's qualifying over. So a few surprise names in there up the front. And a surprising illegal blocking penalty for Red Bull in 4th and Grid. So both Red Bulls with 5 place grid penalties. So Cooper the bot will move up to 4th, and everyone else behind will move up 2 places. So Kick Salva on pole, only just, with Dunn in 2nd, Plugger 3rd. It will be Cooper the bot in 4th, Tudor Gaming 5th, Nigel 6th, Edge 8th. No, 7th for Edge. I'm confusing myself. And Wogjet will start from P10. The Red Bulls P8, P9. And I didn't get a screenshot of quali. Whoops. So obviously it's clear skies because Bahrain barely ever rains, but interesting to see what tyre strategies play out. So we'll be starting anytime now. So here we go. The lights are coming on. It's round 2 and we're underway for tier 2 here in Formula OCE. I need to get my things up, but it looks like a pretty good start from Cooper the bot. And also for Lockie, there's punting going on, and Red Bull's down the inside, and there's chaos unfolding at the back. There's an Alpine and a Haas going at it, and cars going sideways, and everything's kicking off. But Salva at this front got away pretty well, and oh my god, that's Combo Ollie going inside of Zukazu there. That'll be front wing damage, and that might be a penalty coming Ollie's way. There's a yellow flag. There's a Red Bull. It's a Ferrari that spun. My apologies. That wasn't a Red Bull. That was a Ferrari. But Lockie at the front got away pretty cleanly. Oh, you don't want to be going for a move there. Let me get the tyres up. That was a pretty hairy overtake for Leclerc. Oh, there's more contact. And Grizz might get through. He does get through. So Red Bull helping out Red Bull. And there's already a 13-second gap separating the entire field. You wouldn't see that on F124. But Plugger is going to try and not let Lockie run away here. That's exactly what he's doing. And Hangram losing places out to Perks. So only 3 hard runners and 1 soft runner. The rest on mediums. Yeah, Plugger is using up his battery. He's got not much to play with, but neither does Lockie. Cooper the bot's got enough battery though. And Edge is going backwards, and now he's trying to go forwards, and oh, there's contact. And the RB nearly spuns, and Zoo's gonna say thank you very much around the outside. Don't mind if I do. What a move! Oh, Aardvark was trying to look for a move there. There was no space whatsoever. So he stays where he is for now. Any funny business going on here? There's funny business going on back here, and Hangram's trying to make a move around the outside. He just won't get it. But Jerobot holding on to 16th place. So no overtakes happening in the middle sector. At least the end of the middle sector. The start of the third. So DRS is enabled. How much does Plugger gain? from the DRS. Fastest lap for Cooper the Bot, only a tenth faster than Plugger. So he's gonna just file behind him through turn 1. And Tudor's got a bit of a train following behind him. Oh my god, Dunn almost spun off turn 2. Yeah, there's a bit of a train. Both Red Bulls following Dunn and Tudor Gaming. There's a train following behind Lime Soda as well. And that's yellow flag. That's Perks around. Which he's got it going again. But he's lost plenty of places and plenty of time. And the tyres will not be liking that whatsoever. Back up the front. Plugger's still following up behind Lockie, but Lockie is losing a bit of ERS trying to defend here. But he just seems to pull away in the middle sector because of that dirty air. There's moves going on back here, and Zoo's round. That's going to be in the wall, and Zoo's out. That's going to be a safety car. That is a safety car. Zoo has been in the wars tonight, and now in the wall. And Perks is in the gravel. So, safety car's out. Cooper the Bot says, no, I'm going to take a pit stop. I'm going to gamble here. Everyone's too bunched up. Dunn's also pitting. No one else is pitting apart from Lime Soda. I'd pit if I was Aardvark off those softs. But he's not. So, safety cars are going to be a big thing in this tier. I'm not surprised that there's one already, but that's unfortunate for Zoo. I'm sure he was looking forward to making up some spots. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So, lap 4. A couple of people, Dunn, Lime Soda, and Jerabot, and Cooper the Bot have all taken a stop. So, they will probably need one more stop. Everyone's going to need one more stop, I think. Apart from maybe Aardvark, he might need 2 stops. It's an Aston Martin 1.3 if you include the safety car. I'm just kidding, Lockie's the leader. Followed by the safety car. So we should have one more lap on the safety car, and green flag will come out, and we'll go racing once more. Is anyone taking a gamble in the pits? Couple of people just swerving all over the track. That looked pretty cool. I like that shot. Pretty cool shot. So far, we've only got 4 runners on the hards, which I'm surprised about. I thought there'd be more varying strategy. Like I've seen in other races with a couple of people on hards, a couple of people on mediums, 1 or 2 on softs, but everyone's starting on mediums, so not a lot of varying strategy. It might change if there's another safety car late on. People might go long, people might try to undercut, but It's all a matter of staying alive, keeping a front wing at the moment. So safety car is in this lap. And we'll go to green flag running. Lockie has the control of the field now, so he'll try and bunch everyone up and try and bolt. The slipstream's pretty powerful down the main straight, so you won't want to go too late. He's going just before the final corner. He hasn't caught Plugger napping. So can Plugger get a run down towards turn 1 and make a move? He's gaining. He might make a move here. Around the outside? No, he's thinking about it. Down towards turn 1. He tries to get switchback, but he just doesn't have the grip. Both of these guys are running TC, so they've got the same amount of... And Combo Ollie's gone backwards. He's going lawn mowing as well. So, not ideal start for Combo Ollie. There's a... Oh my god, they got 3 wide. Line Dunn and Hangram going side by side. Dunn gets the move. Dunn. And had a big snap of oversteer. Oh my god, that was close. The voice is familiar? Yeah, I know. It is familiar. Oh, and gets a great run down the back straight. Gonna drag race the Ferrari of Izzy Fizzy. And gets the job done. Nice move. Oh, and there's Hangram up into the wall. You're joking, right? What now? I ain't no TC merchant. The DRS is enabled. Cooper the Bot's got a great run on Wogjet. Excuse me, I don't use automatic gears. I'm not a dog. I'm not a mad dog. You gotta have a better guess than that. Mad Dog was commentating Tier 3. Haha! I'm honored you think that I'm Frizy, but I'm not. Oh, around the outside of Wogjet into turn 10. What a move! That's overtaken the day right there, around the outside of Wogjet. He was on hards though. So, Perks, you're not allowed to park there. How many... Oh my god, how many times have I told you? Have you got any better guesses? So, welcome aboard our Porsche Vodafone safety car. So, to Lockie and Plugger, bite the bullet and go in the pits. They do. Two-Door Gaming's going to stay out. Grizz boxes. I'm not sure this is legal. This is not legal. Yeah, that's going to be a fat report and a fat penalty for Leclerc. Because he just held the field up for about 8 seconds. If I give you a hint, you'll say it instantly. A certain incident in Hungary. There's your hint. What now? Can you guess now? It was a certain incident with the pit wall. Surely you can guess now. I swear, what now says the hungry pit wall guy? We're gonna need a timer on what now's guess. Huh? That was very enjoyable. I'm sure it was, Zazu. The entire 2 laps you were racing. What do you mean by Alpine to pit wall guy? You're saying everyone but me. Pajala? And I'm also not Italian or Greek. Oh my god. Here, I'll give you another hint. Starts with W. You were just messing around, weren't you? Oh. I'm not Italian legend, so I'm not saying that word. That yucky word. J-Rad's gonna kill me. Zuka redeemed a hot lap with driver of choice. I swear, if you do a glob and say hungry pit wall, you're DNFing the next 3 races. Anyways. War Machine's not even racing. Only the goat war. Anyways, Tudor Gaming has decided he wants to bolt now. But he's got Edge right behind him. He's going to have a monumental slipstream down the main straight. His tyres are 9 laps old though. I don't think he's going to go for a move. There's a Mercedes backwards in the background. You can't park there. I don't know if there was contact or what there was, but there was a Mercedes backwards. But it's an RB23 at the moment. Oh my god. That was tight. And Lockie is fighting Plugger and Izzy Fizzy. Oh! Down the inside for Plugger. Will he get the job done? Yes, he does. Izzy Fizzy's just a moving chicane at the moment. A moving chicane that goes off track. And Nigel's around into the wall, and that's a front wing, I think. But up towards the front of the field, Cooper the Bot is giving Tudor Gaming a big hurry up. So's done. And Izzy Fizzy's in the wall. Done down the inside, the final corner, and he gets the job that they get the job done. Mrs. Lego gets the job done into the last corner. I'm sorry, I'll never speak again. Anyways, Cooper the Bot, will he get a good run out of turn 3? Yes, he does, and straight down the inside. Easy if you like taking candy from a baby. And there's Plugger down the inside. Oh, it's almost contact. Does he get the run? He's not quite alongside. Lime Soda holds on. Huh? North Islander? What are you smoking? What now? But... Oh, Leclerc's facing the wrong way. I didn't know I was North Islander. Because I'm an island boy. No, I'm joking. Someone come and save me. Someone join the comms box and save me from cringing out this league. Two-Door Gaming is just hanging on to DRS. You're improved, by the way, Wooly, by the way. I never knew that. And Wogjet is losing places left, right, and center with those 11-lap old hards. Holy shit, that Sauber was sideways. I'm not sure that's the ideal racing line. And there's contact between Lockie and Wogjet. Combo Ollie sets the fastest lap of the race, but he's on softs. Oh, down the inside at turn 10. Oh, that was good racing from both of them. Yeah, I agree. F125 Wooly is way better. We'll continue watching this battle. What about Plugger? Can he get past the 8-lap old hard runner of Jerabot? I almost said Eden Hazard then. I don't know why. I don't know why Eden Hazard came to my mind. But anyways, Plugger gets the move done on Jerabot, also known as Eden Hazard. I think that's Jerabot's nickname from now on. I don't know why. It just came to my mind. And don't ask me why. Oh, the Sauber's looking for a move. Oh, that curve is dangerous. Aardvark's getting quite impatient sitting behind these guys. That'll be a warning. That'll be another warning, potentially. And Dunn's right on the back of Two-Door Gaming. Two-Door's lost that DRS advantage. And Edge is also still hanging on with those 12-lap mediums. Wogjet's losing more places. Those hards are just dying now. Somehow Edge's tyres are still hanging on. But not much happening now. Everyone's starting to spread out a little bit. Hopefully it's like this for the rest of the race. I tell you, this this laser scan Bahrain is so much better now. Does he get the run he needs? It looks like he has. He's going to get DRS and slipstream. And down the inside, into the turn 4. Easy as you like. Nice move. Now he's hunting down Cooper the bot. What about Jerabot? Eden Hazard. He's gonna get DRS, but that dirty air. Oh my god, that's not the line. Yeah, that's definitely not the line. That'll be a bit of wing damage. Wogjet losing more places to Grizz, and he'll lose another one to Aardvark down the main straight, I guess. But Tudor Gaming is not letting Dunn get away so fast. It just lost that DRS. So these hards will be going way better than those mediums right now. Even though they are 3 laps younger. These guys have got no battery. Look at that. 16%, 6%, 10%. And Edge is pitting. What is he going on to? Hards? That's hard tires. He's going to the end. Not closing in enough. Tudor was on done, but those mediums are going to start to die now. Lockie gets past Lime Soda. And there's more battling. Nigel and Wogjet. Yeah, Wogjet just losing so much time on those hards now. I think Wogjet needs to pit within the next lap or 2. But then he'll be on mediums. He needs to save the mediums because the mediums kind of die a lot quicker than the hards do. So Tudor Gaming will be struggling as well with those. We're going up. But this is looking good for RB. At least at the front end of the field. And I am hungry. Yeah. Tudor, if you keep using your battery at 0%, you're not going to gain anything from it. No way, I know that guy. Who's Fluffball Bar? I feel like I recognize that name. Is that, what is it, FR something Gasly? Riz is gaining on Lime Soda. Those mediums starting to die off a little bit. Hitting that tipping point. Edge will be gaining a lot of time on the leaders. Never call me that again, my guy. Am I right, though? That'll be a warning. Oh my god, he gained a lot of speed on Lime Soda. But Cooper the Bot's in, he'll be in for hards. Yep, those are hard tires. This is the battle for P1 right now. If these tires can get to the end, they'll be struggling by the end with faster cars catching. Faster cars on fresher tires, and that's Aardvark round. I think he kept it out of the wall. Doesn't seem to be any damage. Yeah, well, I did say I league raced on F1. And that's way too much volume on my headset. Is catching Lockie. But Lockie literally just got past him, so they're going to be battling until the end. And Eden Hazard is catching Lime Soda. Oh, done. No. What have you done? 10-second time penalty. Lime Soda's called quits. He's pitting. Logjet finally decides to pit. Those tires will be screaming at him now. 16 laps on hards. At 16 laps, that's about a couple laps more than you should on hards. But that's going to have ruined Dunn's race with that 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But got to put your head down and not worry about it. But I don't think... I think Two-Door Gaming will be pitting this lap. He needs to. Tires are on 17 laps. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does pit. The plug is just sitting in the DRS, waiting for Lockie to make a mistake. It's green car versus green car. They are catching the Mercedes in first, but he's yet to pit. Hopefully he doesn't get a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. No, he's continuing. He's doing 18 laps. Here comes Plugger. He goes to the left, not to the right. And he makes it back up into provisional first place. What about Nigel? He doesn't get DRS, so he wasn't in the 1 second mark within the detection zone, which is that green spiral dot for the last corner. Dunn doesn't have enough to go for a move on hang ram into turn 1. But Lockie's just going to sit behind the Plugger and wait for a mistake. But they've got a Mercedes in front of them. Claire's gotten overtaken by Izzy Fizzy. Oh, there was moving under braking there. And there's contact. But Leclerc got the job done. So that was a bit argy-bargy. Also a bit argy-bargy with Dunn and Hangram. Gap to leader. There you go. A minute 13 separating the field. It's a Mercedes sandwich for the entire field. So, where's Two-Door pitting? Is he pitting for this lap? Because he won't have enough time to come back. He's still continuing. Is he going to try go to the end on those tires? Here comes Lockie. Back up to second. That gap's going to go down and come up. And position changes until the end. What matters is you get that DRS in the last lap. If you get DRS down the main straight on going on the last lap, you basically won. But the gap to leader is 2 seconds and closing. Claire's been overtaken by Lime Soda. But Izzy Fizzy was the one he was fighting earlier. Oh my god, Edge and Hangram. Edge gets back through. Aardvark catching. Oh no, I think Cooper's actually pulling away from Aardvark. So, does Two-Door Gaming pit this lap? Yes, he does finally decide to pit. And he doesn't speed, but here comes Plugger. Can he get the move done down into turn 1? I think he's going to try down towards turn 4. Does he try? No, he's not. And Tudor comes out in P10, just in front of Hangaram. But does he keep that spot in front of Hangaram? Yes, he does. But he's got a lot of ground to make up. He's got to make up a pit stop to the leader in about 8 laps. So I'll swap the gap to intervals now, and we can see how close everyone is. Swap the gap back in a couple laps and see how far Toodle Gaming is, because it's about 20.5 seconds off the lead. So we'll keep an updates on Toodle Gaming on those fresh mediums. Logjet moving up on those fresh mediums as well. But Leclerc's not giving this up, but this contact. Oh my god. Yeah, that was not a smart move there from... And Eden Hazard's lost a place to Cooper the Bot. Oh my god, no, Lockie. That's just gifted Plugger the win. Now what tyres are Lockie going on to? Now where's Tudor Gaming come out in all of this? Tudor Gaming is going to be leading the race. Oh my god, Aardvark, that was not the line. And this yellow flag, that's Leclerc. He's not had the race he's wanted. And that's straight into a wall. Interesting. That looked a little bit sketchy. And he's just forced another driver off the track. And he's turning into another driver. Interesting tactics being played out by the Red Bull crew. I was just gonna watch him for a lap and see if he did anything silly. And there is tactics being played. The moment I look away, he ends up in a wall again. So, yeah. There's going to be a safety car caused by this guy, 100%. He's just going to retire in pits. Oh, no. Two-door with a penalty. Let's have a look at penalties. So 10 seconds for Lego Done and Lockie. 3 for Aardvark Gaming, Edge, and Izzy Fizzy, and 6 for Hangram. But Poodle Gaming's only 16 seconds off the lead now. Riz up to a surprising P2. Aardvark shoved two-door off. Oh, a bit of a battle playing out with Aardvark and two-door gaming. Oh, is not left much room. Hangram gets 3 seconds. Oh my god, they're bumping in the straight. Oh, there's contact. Yeah. That was very close between the two drivers. There goes Lockie, though, down the inside. He's trying to make up as many places as he can with that 10-second penalty. But to the leaders, decide to pit, because it's only 7 seconds from Plugger to Cooper. Toodle's only 9 seconds off. But in 5 laps, that's pretty impossible to get. So, just Plugger, go for softs and go to the end, or stay out. He's staying out. What about Grizz? And Cooper's bot's got Leclerc behind him. Got Poodle and Jarabot going for it, but Toodle gets through. Lockie's now looking to launch an attack on Jarabot. And the guy almost called Eden Hazard. Dunn gets past Nigel. And now how much time can Dunn make up on Nigel with that 10-second penalty? Ten seconds is a lot to make up in just under 4 laps. That's 2 seconds a lap. But on fresh tyres, you make up that time pretty easily. So, maybe it's not so impossible. See, intervals now. Cooper's bot is gaining on Grizz, but it's still another 5 seconds to Plugger. I'm wondering what the tyre percentage is like on the leaders. Because 17 laps is a lot on one set of tyres. Is he going to get... He's going to get DRS on this lap. Does Grizz pit, or does he stay out? He stays out. He's going to fight this. Oh, I see what's happening. Leclerc's giving his teammate DRS. This is interesting tactics. So Aardvark's pitting. He's going to go on the softs. So, can Cooper get past? Grizz has got more battery. And we just got under 3 laps to go. Aston Martin in the lead, which is my team, but does he pit? Will his tyres hold on? What about Grizz? Does he pit? He's got Cooper the Bot right behind him. He's going to go for a move now. And Lockie's going to go for a move on Nigel this lap. So Cooper the Bot gets past Grizz down into turn 1. And now he's been held up by the slower Red Bull. Lockie into turn 1 on the inside of Nigel. Lockie has a bit of damage now too. Oh, that changes the story even more. Edge getting past Jerobot. Jerobot's on 23 lap old tyres, so his tyres are going to puncture. Nigel falling backwards as well. Leclerc's made a mistake. He's gone off track. So, Cooper the Bot has got 2 laps to catch 4.5 seconds. Tudor gets past Nigel again. Oh no. That was Lockie that got past Nigel earlier. Now Tudor gets past Nigel. But 2 more laps for Plugger and Cooper the Bot and Grizz, and they'll be on the 3 spots if they can hold on. I'm wondering how long until Jerobot's tyres go pop? How long? "24 laps. If I see a yellow flag, I know what it's for, but... Was 9:20. Hardmark gets past Wogjet, but Wogjet's fighting this. But Wogjet's on older tyres, and he has to eventually let him go. Combo Ollie has found the wall. But 3 seconds the gap. It's going to be very tight. But there he is in the background, looming. 2.5 seconds is the gap needed to catch, which he's dropping each corner. Every corner the gap is dropping. Jerobot, those tyres should be going pop anytime now. But anyway, won't focus on anyone else. We'll focus on Plugger for this last lap and see how much Cooper the Bot can catch. It's 2.5 seconds still, 2.3, 2.2, and dropping. Ollie with a 3-second penalty, but he's down in 15th with Leclerc behind him, but I don't think that'll worry him because Leclerc's got a 10-second. 2 seconds. He's going to need a massive final sector. But I don't think he's going to get him. Yeah. Plugger's got enough battery. He's going to be able to hold on. He might get with under a second, but I don't think it'll be close enough. 1 sector to go. 1.1 the gap, and Dunn is hunting down a P3. But Cooper has tried. He has tried to stop Aston Martin today. But coming across the line, and Plug is going to win in Bahrain. Cooper the Bot comes home P2. And Grizz, after that 5-place grid penalty, will finish in P3. Dunn will drop a few places, so will Lockie, and so will Nigel with that 10-second penalty. So Nigel will finish P5, Dunn P6, Lockie P7, Edge will finish P8. Jerabot will finish with 4 wheels on his wagon. 26 laps on hard tyres. Lime Soda finishes in the top 10. Aardvark P11, Wogjet P12. Hangram will finish in a pretty lonely 13th. And Izzy Fizzy will finish 14th. So, what have we learnt from that? That Eden Hazard is very good at saving tyres. That's my driver of the day, I think. Props have to go to the Aston driver of Plugger. That was a good race. Tyre saving goat. Anyways, that was tier 2 in Formula OCE. There's your race winner Plugger. Fastest lap Lockie. Driver of the day goes to Lime Soda. Most overtakes is done. Cleanest driver is Plugger. But we'll get the screenshots. No. Thank you. There we go. I've got the screenshots. And yeah, that has been Formula OCE Tier 2, Round 2 in Bahrain. And we'll catch you all for Tier 1 on Sunday. I think Roshan might be streaming or X-Laps. I don't know yet. But anyways, Round 2 is over and out.